What's up, boxing fans? This is TBE Boxing, back at you again. Today's topic: did Teofimo take over Lopez Jr. retire because he will be forced to fight Kingpin Devin the Dream Haney? Let's chop it up and see what it's all about.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? That life for riches, huh? That life for riches, huh? Pretty bitch, show me titties, huh? And I got the glazzy run up on me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.
Okay, boxing fans, let's talk some boxing. So, as you all know, Takeover Teofimo Lopez recently defeated former undisputed champion at 140 pounds, Josh Taylor. So Teofimo defeated Josh Taylor in spectacular fashion, we could say. It was a great fight. Teofimo came out ahead. Uh, some will say that the Josh Taylor that we saw wasn't, prime Josh Taylor, but that's neither here nor there. Whether it was prime Josh Taylor or not, uh, Teofimo defeated him, and he did it in, like I said, in spectacular fashion. So immediately after defeating Josh Taylor, Teofimo retired, and a lot of people are wondering, well, what's going on? Why would he retire now when he's on the verge of actually making some real money in this business by fighting the likes of Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, or Devin Haney? But we're going to go to Teofimo's own words and find out why he's retired. And let's take a look at what Teofimo says about his retirement.
On that, I can't go and be like, man, I don't want to fight, but I gotta go and fight. I don't need that.
So maybe you want to be a free agent. Maybe you want to be a free agent.
Who, my father? No, my father's like, man, we got it going. Let's go get this. And I'm like, I want to be a trainer. I want to be a promoter. I really want to be a commentator. I really want to express those things and put my foot on the door in the boxing industry. Like, literally, not just from a fighter standpoint and do all this mandingo fighting. I'm tired of that. Like, I really want to be the guy that sits them and watch the other mandingo fighters fight each other. And I'm
So there it is. You heard it from Teofimo himself. He's tired of all this mandingo fighting. Teofimo is tired of fighting mandingos. Okay, so he just want to sit back and watch all the mandingos fight, and that's it. So there you heard it from Teofimo himself. I mean, I don't know what to say about this guy. Good fighter, but he just doesn't know what to say out of his mouth. It seemed like, and as you heard him say, his father is telling him, hey, we got it. Let's go and get it. Go out there and get it now that we got the title. And he's saying, no, no, no. I don't want to, do that. I just want to sit back and relax and, just go into the boxing business. So, usually people are thinking that Teofimo's father is giving him bad advice, but it looks like it's Teofimo that's giving himself the bad advice, and despite what his father is telling him, because what his father is telling him is good advice. Now we got the title, let's go out there. We on the move now. Let's go and get some, make some money now. But Teofimo wants no part of it. As he says himself, he's tired of all this mandingo fighting. He doesn't want to fight any mandingos. He, he just wants to retire and give back to the youth and be a commentator in boxing. So Teofimo doesn't want to fight. I'm thinking that you know. It looks like Devin the Dream Haney. I really they asked Teofimo. You should go and watch that video, by the way. It's a great video, Fight Hub TV. Go and watch the whole video so you can see exactly what Teofimo is saying. But it looks like Teofimo is afraid. Well, let's not say afraid right now, but I mean, you heard it from himself. You heard his own words. He doesn't want to fight these guys. He doesn't want to do any more mandingo fighting. Uh, whatever that is. I mean, this guy is off the chain. So, Teofimo, I'm thinking that he just doesn't want to fight Devin Haney, okay? Because as you all know, when Teofimo beat Lomachenko and won the title, you know, Devin Haney called him out, right? And that was supposed to be the fight. And as a matter of fact, if you guys remember correctly, Top Rank wanted that fight. Top Rank wanted the fight between Devin Haney and Teofimo, and which would have been a great fight. You know, we're not sure who could have won that fight. Haney could have won. Teofimo could have won that fight. Who knows? But you know, a lot of people had probably had money on Teofimo, and some people had money on Devin Haney. But be that as it may, uh, that's the fight that Top Rank wanted for Teofimo after he won the title against Loma. But as a matter of fact, that's the fight that Bob Arum wanted, and Teofimo didn't take that fight. He basically avoided fighting Devin Haney. You know, he went behind Top Rank's back and did some kind of deal. According to Top Rank, he did some kind of deal to fight Cambosos. Okay, and he ended up fighting Cambosos instead of Devin Haney, which he could have got the same amount of money as for fighting Devin Haney as he got for fighting Cambosos. But he took the Cambosos fight instead of fighting Haney. Now we have to understand at this point, uh, after beating Lomachenko, Teofimo had three belts. Okay, WBA, IBF, WBO, and the other belt, the WBC. Uh, right before the fight with Teofimo, Lomachenko had dropped that belt because he himself was also avoiding fighting Devin Haney. So instead of fighting Devin Haney, where you know his mandatory, Lomachenko dropped the WBC belt, and then that belt went to Devin Haney, which is why they kept calling it the email, calling him an email champion because he got the belt because he was the interim champion. And when Lomachenko dropped the belt, Devin Haney got the belt. Okay, didn't have to actually fight for the belt. He got the belt because well, he didn't fight the champion for the belt, which was Lomachenko. So Lomachenko dropped the belt. So now when he fought Teofimo, he only had three belts, and WBC also gave him another belt, a WBC franchise belt. So with these belts, Teofimo claimed that he was undisputed, which he wasn't, and he has never been undisputed, and he's not undisputed now. But he claimed that he was undisputed because he had those four belts, even though the WBC World Title was held by Devin Haney. So now that Teofimo, you know, beat Lomachenko, you would think that he wanted to fight Devin Haney to become the real undisputed champion. But no, he didn't do that. He went around calling himself undisputed, making undisputed T-shirts and merchandise, claiming that he was undisputed. But he refused to fight Devin Haney, and instead he went and fought Cambosos, which was a cherry pick actually, because he probably thought that it would be an easy fight against Cambosos. I mean, but then again, with a name like uh, George Ferocious Cambosos, he should have that should have been a sign for Teofimo. You don't get the name Ferocious for no reason. But anyway, Teofimo went on and fought Cambosos, and he lost the fight, got knocked down, and lost the fight in spectacular fashion. Okay, George Cambosos, beat him in spectacular fashion. Knocked him down as well. So it was a great fight, by the way, a great fight by Cambosos. And so this is the history of Teofimo. So he avoided Devin Haney. He could have been undisputed if he had fought and beat Devin Haney, but he chose not to fight Devin Haney. And he went ahead and fought Cambosos and lost the title. So he didn't even get a chance to defend the title. He lost it on his first defense against Cambosos. Now he just beat former undisputed champion Josh Taylor. And again, we see that instead of saying, okay, let me fight Devin Haney, which is a big money fight for him, or even rematch Cambosos, who beat him, instead he's retiring. So, I mean, and you heard the reasons that he gave for his retirement. Okay, so there it is. So it looks like it, basically it looks like Devin Haney has forced Teofimo Lopez to retire. Okay, based on what I'm seeing, based on what Teofimo is doing at this point in his career. So there it is. There's not much more to say. You know, as you heard from Teofimo himself, his father is telling him, "Let's go, let's go, let's get it going now." But Teofimo is insisting that he wants to retire, and he's tired of fighting Mandingos, and he just wants to watch these Mandingos fight amongst themselves. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to take Teofimo at his word. He's retired right now, so we'll see how it all plays out in the end. But with that said, I'm gonna leave it there. This is TBE Boxing saying I'm out.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? That life before riches, huh? That life before riches, huh? Pretty bitch, show me titties, huh? And I got the glaze, you run up on me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.